Hello everyone, Derailed Productions here for another review. Today's item will be the 1994 Ertl breakdown train. The breakdown train is pulled to accident scenes to lift engines, coaches, and trucks back onto the rails. The breakdown train is based on a Cohen-Sheldon 30-ton breakdown crane. Now onto the item itself. It's a cool item to have. Now I don't know why, but it just amazes me how the toy has an actual string on it, which is used to make the crane go up and down, and it's very well detailed and easy to use. Just attach the hook to an engine or piece of rolling stock and twist the little knob on the side of the item to make the crane go up and down. Then, like I said, just twist the knob to make the crane go up, and then you can successfully get the engine back on the rails. Now, something on this breakdown train model that isn't on a lot of other models is it has these little supports on the side of the item which you pull out, and basically they help support the item if it's lifting a piece of rolling stock or an engine back on the rails, although we never really saw these on the breakdown train in the show. Now, that's enough about the crane part of this item. Now let's get on to the flatbed. Now, another little feature that I also find ingenious is how it has this little rivet right underneath the crane arm. So, you can take the crane and lower it down onto the flatbed, and it can rest in the rivet on the flatbed. Now, onto the flatbed. Now, the flatbed is probably a really interesting part of this item, and I say that because the flatbed has these little grooves in it. So, if I took a model, like my Percy model here, who has 4 wheels, and the flatbed has 4 grooves in it, he fits perfectly on the flatbed without a fuss. But, however, the flatbed does have its flaws. Like, if I tried to put my James model on it, there's no way he's gonna fit, since the tenders don't come off the tender engine models, and dare I try to put my Gordon on the flatbed. Or, if I try to put my Thomas model on the flatbed, he fits on the flatbed, but his wheels don't go into the grooves since he has 3 wheels for each side of him, and the flatbed only has 4 grooves for each side. One thing that kind of sucks about this model is how the flatbed doesn't separate from the crane. Unlike a few other brands like Wind Railway and Take Along, the flatbed separates from the crane, as with this model it doesn't, which is kind of a bummer. But overall, it's a unique item to have. If you're a collector of Ertl, I highly recommend getting this item. And I mean, sure, it has its flaws here and there, like with the flatbed and, you know, the grooves having a few issues. But I mean, it's a cool item to have. I give this item a solid 8 out of 10. It has great detail and once again is very accurate. This has been Derailed Productions, and thank you for watching.